My name is Charlotte, and I am Head of Corporate Communications at DIMOCO Corporate Headquarters. Today in DIMOCO's One-on-One, I'm speaking to my colleague Beyza Orazova, Head of Sales iGaming at DIMOCO Carrier Billing. We have partnered with World Telemedia, mobile solutions specialist Melodi Media, and iGaming Business, a leading B2B magazine focusing on the online gambling industry. The first edition of World Telemedia's white paper series MythBuster is dedicated to the role carrier billing is playing in the European gambling market. And today I would like to take a closer look at key findings. Good morning, Beyza.
Good morning.
Beyza, before joining DIMOCO back in 2018, you were working with an international gambling operator. Do you agree that one of the biggest barriers to get new people to play iGaming games on their devices has always been how to pay to play?
Yes, first of all, thank you very much for the introduction. And yeah, absolutely. I agree that payment experience is not only a key factor for a gambling operator, but for the whole e-commerce space, I would say. Even for me as a customer, I would like to have the smoothest, the nice, the most comfortable payment journey there is possible. And for the service provider themselves, it's an indicator whether they can retain the customer in the long run. So if every time I try to make a bet, I need to go out of my way in order to make that happen. For example, go run to the closest shop to buy a prepaid card or top up my e-wallet, or hang with the bank clerk on the phone for several minutes trying to figure out why did the last transaction get rejected. That's something that people that live in Austria probably can relate to me. But yes, absolutely, it's extremely important, and that will make me, understand whether I want to come back to this website or not, no matter how good the bonus deals are.
Mm. Taking a closer look at our white paper, I personally was really surprised when I read that 23% of punters were playing in public transport and 15% in a pub. Not quite the moment in which you want to pull out your credit card, possibly. So how important is DCB in this role?
Yeah, so basically the convenience of on-the-go payment option, I think is something not all of the payment providers can offer. I remember back in September when I was giving a keynote at Betting on Sports conference, one of the questions that I asked the audience was, how many of you guys remember your credit card details by heart? Of course, there were a couple of Einsteins in the room, that remember everything, even the CVV code, the expiry date, everything. But then I followed up with a question, so who remembers the phone number, and almost all the hands were in the air. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's pretty straightforward. You will never have to remember any passwords. You'll never have to remember any usernames. And if you, as a sportsbook operator, offer in-play betting, I think carrier billing has to be your go-to solution.
Mm-hmm. So may this be the reason that DCB scores a convert rate of 70% for first transactions compared with credit cards struggling at 10 to 12%?
Yeah, I mean, this is a very good demonstration of how powerful can this tool be. And what I have to mention is that there is no, one fits all perfect scenario. But that's why I appreciate our agility. And my personal approach is, let's talk, let's create something that works specifically for you and your website. And it's actually quite interesting to observe the shift from catering the baby boomers in the beginning when online gambling just came around, and now, focusing on the millennial taste. So everything slowly but surely is going in that direction now. And I just recently had this conversation with a couple of people from the industry. They've mentioned that instant gratification factor became a measurement unit now for player satisfaction. And, not to blow my own horn, but we're quite the leaders in this category, So yeah, it's just the way things work now. Everything is about instant gratification, having everything, in the palm of your hand instantly.
And online betting is now the third largest category of services by year-on-year growth rate of DCB users by 22%, giving way only to charities and entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, it's convenient, and the numbers show that.
Another topic I'd like to address is that the iGaming industry in Europe is one of the most regulated in the world. Carrier billing that surrounds mobile network operators is also highly regulated. What are the regulatory and compliance wins that DCB can bring to iGaming?
So first of all, I don't want to lay all the cards on the table just yet. We have a lot of things in the making currently. But the compliance side of gambling is never slowing down. I think in the last couple of years, it's even on the rise, I would say. So something DIMOCO has decided from the beginning, from the moment we entered this industry, is that we want to add value and we want to solve a problem that our customer has, which sort of shaped the direction that we're heading in. And as you already mentioned, there are a lot of regulations that apply to us from the telco perspective as well, which helps us in the way that it cross-checks some of the regulations coming from the gambling side. For example, age verification is a must, excluding the underage users or people with bad credit score. I don't really think that would be a good fit to, play online. So we take a look into a lot of factors that probably some other payment methods are not able to provide. And I think that's our bit of an advantage, that we help gambling operators to oversee the whole activity and provide a sustainable environment for their players to play online.
I think it's very safe to say that the white paper will be a very interesting read for the industry. The white paper can be downloaded on World Telemedia's website, and the download link is also embedded in the YouTube description of this video. Thank you very much. It's been great and interesting.
Thank you as well.
And we'll be in touch.
Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.